Favorite DJ? Not on this table.
I saw somebody else's CV and I said, oh, mine is missing that.
I've had someone angry at the fact that you have to go and email.
You feel like you're being roped into an expectation. Oh, damn.
Person is now looking at us, the DJ. That stems from some type of insecurity and obviously control as well.
I'm playing for. It's the hour that I've downloaded my music, I've updated my library, I've moved this to the hard drive, I've lost music this time. Like,
make sure you get your money when the DJ with Bradley's card. They
have it.
But they don't rate you.
Welcome to Turntable. I go in with DJs, and if you can't see, I'm joined by some of my lovely, lovely sisters. Then if you want to go around, we've got Shayna Marie in the building. We have Rachael Anson in the building. And we have Miller Black in the building.
Come on, guys.
If you don't know about us, we are selectors, we are hosts, we are the best in the game. Let that be stated. And we're just coming to talk our ish, like we're going to have a nice, light-hearted conversation. Nothing too mad, and I appreciate you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime. I know some people travel from far, so I appreciate you guys, honestly. Trust me. Okay, cool. If you were DJing, what's your starter song? To start off, to get the crowd lit.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go something cheesy or like popish. I would do maybe Money Talks, or I would go in with Show Me Love. I would go in with, like, cause that's something that everyone kind of knows. Yeah.
Nice.
You know I'm gonna come with a dance, so I don't know if I gotta get straight into it. You know, 45-minute set, hour set, straight to the point. Might give you a little yeah. I got mash up the party tonight.
So where am I gonna go? I might go a bit singy-ish. It's Rogue, but I go the Game One Blood.
Okay.
Or I like to go like 50 Cent. Them kind of tunes.
Yeah.
So like 50, Rick Ross, like them kind of.
I feel like I'm on the dancehall vibe. Mine might be like, introducing my family. Most ever played song, you think, right now? Like, for example, mine is, I don't want to hear, what's that song that the man them always sing? What's it called? It's gone out of my head now.
Dreams and Nightmares.
That's it.
That's it. I haven't heard that in a minute though, you know.
These are paper times that nigga.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm funny when it comes to stuff like this, you know, because I don't mind. Because I know what it does for the people, how it makes them feel. Because that one day, you know, the man, they're gonna every time. Do you get what I mean? So. Yeah, I don't know.
Me, if I hear everybody hands go up, I'm walking out. I'm walking out. That. Like, yeah.
I feel like there are certain songs that you hear, you think this is not my cup of party. So they're maybe the most overplayed ones, but they're not overplayed. But it's certain songs like if I hear like Egyptian Hold You.
I hear that.
It's a big tune.
I hear that.
The remix or just the song period?
Just the song.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
You saying you think it's cheesy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just a bit of a cheesy one, so I'm like, I don't really know if I want to hear this.
First, speaking of artists, what is probably the most famous artist you've worked with / DJ'd for? Because we got some big ones in the building, right?
For me, Dexter Daps.
Nice.
Alkaline.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. How was that show?
Bad.
It looks so good, man. It looks so good.
I missed out on that. I missed out on that. I fumbled. I slept on that.
That was like epic, and it was a very like proud moment for dancehall because he did an hour and a half set. He did bang after bang after
Jeez,
bang.
I can't imagine.
The Wembley was sold out. It was ram, like it was
I can
packed up.
imagine.
Everyone was on good vibes. There was nothing. There was no drama, no trouble. Everyone was just singing, worth chorus.
The one where they was outside afterwards, like playing music out the crowd.
And Andrew was there with his truck and the speaker. That show was
good vibes.
It was wicked.
Yeah, I think maybe DJ'd for maybe Burna Boy. In terms of like biggest like stars, like maybe Burna. I did his album launch party or whatever it was. So and I guess also this is a booking, but the Fashion Awards was But do you know what's mad about the Fashion Awards? I didn't know what the hell was going on until I got there.
Is it?
What? Are you joking?
I'm not surprised though, because I feel like a lot of the big, can I say this? A lot of the bigger branded sometimes stuff can be very last minute. Yeah.
No, but this wasn't last minute.
I was not.
I just didn't get the information that I needed to get beforehand. Do you get what I mean? So I didn't realize that this is the big Fashion Awards. So I've got there, and then the people that are walking past me backstage. What?
And I know you can't even bring like a phone out.
Listen,
you can't do that. You can't even.
As in like Rihanna and ASAP we was all backstage.
That's insane.
And I'm getting ready to go out and
Oh my God, that's insane.
Yeah. But it's
insane.
like, I was like, this is a big deal. Like this is okay. This is I'm seeing all these, like the fashion world people and the designers, and I'm being told this is. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a big deal. Okay, I realized.
No, that's right.
Most recent, I would say Meg Thee Stallion, but WizKid is outside of that would have been the biggest. Yeah.
That's it.
Dope.
Okay, question. Favorite DJ? Not on this table.
Oh,
Could be male, female.
DJ Puffy.
DJ Puffy.
Yeah.
Nice.
DJ Puffy. DJ Puffy, I'd say that's my goat. So big up yourself, Puffy. Yeah, Puffy's my goat. In terms of like skill, in terms of skill, Puffy's just, I think he's top tier.
Yeah.
But then I think on a personal level, Neptizzle's my guy. That's my bro. That's I always say that's my sensei. Like when I first started coming into the DJing scene, like he was a big help. He still is a big help to me today, to be fair. But that's bro. And do you know what I love about Neptizzle? A clean mix. Sometimes we don't appreciate a clean mix. Nep will do a set smooth, just smooth, clean transitions.
That's nice.
And do you get what I mean? So yeah, big up Nep.
Mine, I think I'm going to say DJ Davda. I think obviously one of my very good friends, and I've known him for a very long time. I've known him since like we first met at radio. He was like 16, and I was like, "Who's this young boy coming?" And he was like, "Hi, I'm just a DJ."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nice to meet you, whatever." And then he got on, and I was like, I was so fun because his music knowledge is insane.
Yeah.
As in, he can play from this corner to that corner, to high to everything, and he's so talented. And same, it's like, when people are a big help.
Yeah.
Like, if I need anything from him, I'll call him and be like, oh, yes. And he's so relaxed. He's just like, just do this and it'll be fine.
He's very technical as well. Like,
He's very good at what he does. Very talented, very humble, very chilled.
Very humble.
I'm saying that.
Very humble. Yeah. So would you say these guys have inspired you? Like, what inspired you to want to become a DJ? Like, how do we get there?
I've always been known as like a dancer. Milliners. Like literally, I'd say like in my raving days, in the days when I was proper outside and whatnot.
The elite days.
Like I was very much on the dance floor from start to finish. As in, even down to the point, I remember one time someone asked me if I'm on drugs, and yes, I was offended. I was very offended, but that was just the love that I had for music and just dancing and just being in that environment and just being on vibes and whatnot. And I've always had that from even when I was in school. So when I was in school, I would go and chill with my cousins in Brixton, Mitesfield, and I was young. I'm talking young, so I'm in a yardie dance. Underage, sleeping at the back on the little chair that I can find. But being in tune with the dancehall culture, like hearing the tunes that are popping at the time, and I would always, I'd then go home, get my cassette player, record the tunes onto the tape, and then I'll go into school and I'd be bossing my friends like, yo, this is the tune, this is the tune that's popping right now, this is the tune that's popping right now and whatnot. So I've always had that love to just kind of control the atmosphere of wherever we're chilling and wherever we're at, and just letting people know about the tunes and just creating a vibe. And then lo and behold, here I am today. You know what I mean?
That's it.
I feel like similar. When I was younger, I remember in school, so I went to a girls' school, so we Yeah,
Say it.
Yeah.
Say it. Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
I feel like character building.
It was amazing. But at lunch, we would always dance.
Yeah.
So we'd always be dancing, or we'd be like singing, or we'd be doing something, but to do with music.
Yeah.
And I was always the one with the iPod that would be playing the music. And I was just like, oh, this is enjoyable. Like, I like it. I want to be like the one that updates everyone's iPod. I want to be like, all right, cool, plug in time, let's go. That was always my thing. And then as I got older, and I was doing radio and I was doing presenting, and I was like, I want to DJ. I want to be the person that's in control. I want to run the room. I want to be in charge. So then I just started there. But I think it initially came from being at school. Yeah. And being the one that's like, all right, cool, we're listening to this, and this is the vibe that we're on. And now I'm being like, yeah, let's go. Just started from there.
The same. I've just always loved music.
I think it is. No, I really think it is.
I've always loved music. So no matter what mood I was in, if I was upset, if I was happy, the music actually just, there was a song I could play for every type of situation. And then I think it was like 22, it's hard to really think then. I was chilling at my friend's house and he was just mucking about on virtual DJ at the time. And I was like, raw, like, is that free? And he was like, yeah. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go home. Isolated myself for 3 months and then, literally learned on virtual DJ and then transferred over to Serato. Yeah.
Do you guys remember your first booking that you took?
Yeah, I remember exactly what. I remember I walked the strip of, it was like Stoke Newton, and I was going into every single club like, can I DJ for your event? Can I DJ for your event? And then I met, he goes by Paper Cuts now, but like he's a big Amapiano DJ / producer. He's based in Barcelona now. I think the event was called The Vibe or something like that. In Camden, so that was like my first DJ booking. I remember I was walking up Green Lanes and I was screaming down the road and I was like, yeah, like I patterned my first booking. And I remember saying to him like, if you like what I do, then do you get me? Like we can talk about the whole money thing because that's also something that's not spoken about enough in terms of the right amount you should be charging depending on the service you're providing. And then his laptop actually couldn't connect and I ended up DJing for the whole night. Like bottles was going and that was like my first booking and I was just like, no, I can do this. And I didn't even touch the mic those times. So like, yeah.
That's it.
And I think like, that was my first proper club booking.
No way.
I think mine was like an event in like a club / pub thing in Ealing. I think I had like an hour and it was like a warm up, so no one was there. But I remember being so nervous and obviously I feel like you're always still learning DJing, but like I was still very much learning. Like I was still like, okay, so what does this do? Where does this fit? How do I? And I probably had like, we only have like the catalogue of songs, and these are the songs that you have, so you have to play them. Have these songs, so we're playing them. I remember being so nervous. Did my set for an hour. I think there was like maybe 5 people there, and I was like, great, did it. And now I'm a DJ, great. That was it.
I think my first paid booking was an 80th birthday party.
Crazy.
That's a hard party.
Those parties are so hard to DJ.
Listen, like, you know, you got to play for the elders. Do you know what I mean? So, but I remember just being so gassed because I got paid. I think it might have been something like £50 or whatever at the time, but I got paid. You know, I've taken this seriously and I'm saying, okay, I think I want to do this properly now, and I'm getting paid. I was ecstatic. And yeah, man, 80th birthday party, I'll never forget it.
The thing is, you can never forget your first booking. Like even me, my first booking was in uni. To be fair, that's when I started DJing, but I think I did it for free. I was trying to get myself out there, and I was like, and back then in the uni scene especially, there was no female what? No female DJ? All right, mate. All right, mate. And then I think I was DJing, and I remember like, and they're big. To me, they were big boy DJs, and like they were coming over to like the decks and saying, do this, and I was thinking in my head, nah, like it was getting mad, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna be so hard at this that no one can come and chat to me. I think I did it for free, you know. I think I did a couple of like at the beginning. I wanted anything, just give me something. I'll pay for free, whatever you want. What was like a moment that made you feel like, okay, cool, like going from there to like looking back and like, okay, I've made it as a DJ. Like this is insane. Like the fact that my journey has taken me here. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, rah.
I think I've had loads of different moments. I probably couldn't tell you like the first moment, but I know that I've had loads of moments. Do you know what? Let's talk about my first festival. I was so gassed.
You know what festival that was?
It was Strawberries and Cream.
Yeah.
And I remember I wanted to do a festival.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So I was happy to be on the lineup. It was just new surroundings, new beginnings, and it just felt like. And then I mashed up the set as well. So like when I came off, I felt good, and I was just like, yeah, man, like I felt like you know when you achieve one of your goals, that's how I felt. It's like, yeah, that was a moment for me. Like I'll never forget that. I think that was 2017, I think. So that was a lit moment.
One of mine, like similar. I've had many that has been like, okay, tick, that's great. But one of mine that I always remember is when I did Ibiza for D Block Europe Festival, and that was, I feel like that was one of my first like out of the country paid records as well. So I was like, okay, this is and it was Ibiza as well. So I remember being so nervous beforehand. Like I sent my friends out just so I could cry and I could pray. I sent them out. I said, can you guys give me 5 minutes? And just remember thinking, oh my days, because one, obviously it's the first time doing it. Yeah. Two, it's a crowd that I'm not really used to. Like they're here for DBE, but like, are they gonna hear when I'm playing release bottle? Like, I don't know if they're gonna mess with that. I remember being like, all right, cool, and then did it, hosted a little bit as well. I don't speak on the mic when I DJ as well, so I had to host because it was like, you need something. So it was like, okay, you're gonna have to say something, like say hello or something at least. And then left the set and felt amazing. Like I remember feeling like, damn, like I did that, I killed it, I feel good, I'm proud, I could tick. So that's probably one of my favorite moments. Like, wow, I'm really a DJ.
That's it.
I think it was, I can't remember the exact year, but it was the first time I had to pick up a mic on my own. It was 02, is it in 02? Yeah. Sims had just dropped, I think it might have been, I think it's the tape after Blank Canvas. Can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, that's like about 800 people or 500 people, but like to go from my bedroom to that, it was just like wow. And I remember my friend at the time was just like, no, like you need to get on the mic, like they're just there looking. And I just remember I think the song was Western Into, and then I played it, and I was just gearing, waiting for that moment to see if they was gonna sing back. And then someone, I was like, yeah! Like, my voice has even changed so much since then, but like, I remember thinking like, raw, like, I'm a DJ, like, and these were the times where I would rely on tones to host, so it was just like, I'm doing this, like, it was crazy, like, to have even though it's not your song, but to have the crowd sing back, it's a different feeling.
It makes you feel good. You see, like the whole thing about female DJs and like just the scene. Cause I feel like I can talk about it all day, but like looking in, what are your perspectives on it, especially like from back? I'm not trying to make us sound old, but from when we started to like now, it's very different. Yeah, it is very different. Like, what's your thoughts on it, or like views?
It's crazy that you say that, because I remember asking people that I generally know that were men at the time, like, bro, I want to DJ, can you teach me how to DJ? No, like, and then I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna do it myself. And I went on YouTube, learned, and then I had a booking. This is when I realized, okay, I think sometimes it's just the male ego to a degree. These were the times I didn't know what a CDJ was. They looked very scary. I had a little Numark Pro 2, I think it was, and I was carrying that around, and I shelled the set.
Period.
Like, you know how you were talking about with the whole like touching knobs or whatever, like the guys come over to me like, and he's like, oh yeah, like, you're cold, but that's not, like, you shouldn't be using that. Sometimes I'm not here to compete with, I'm just here to actually provide energy, vibes, and do like dip. I'm there to cater more so for like the people that have paid their money to enjoy. But yeah, I've dealt with a lot of weird stuff, like just not getting too much into it, but it has shaped me and has actually helped me long term, because now it's just like, I don't need your help now. I'm actually good.
We
like,
good.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing.
I've had pretty good experience, well, decent experiences around like male DJs. I think I've found the ones that I know, they've been quite helpful.
Supportive,
They've been
for
quite
sure.
helpful.
I agree.
They've been, like good, and they don't give you. I've had a few people have been like, oh, girl DJ. I'm just a DJ. Like I'm just I'm a girl. I'm also just a DJ. It's fine, you have to do that. So I've had a few of those, but in terms of the amount of us that there are,
for sure.
There's still a way to go in terms of how many of us get booked for certain things. I feel like sometimes it's one and done.
I feel like that's like almost like not a token DJ, but I feel like sometimes they might put just a one thing on the lineup, just so it's like we've hit the quotes or whatever.
Because there are plenty of us that are all qualified to do just as good as any of our male counterparts. So I think we've got a long way to go there. But in terms of the other side of it, in terms of like us doing what we do and being visible and doing it well, I think we've come definitely a long way.
Before I never used to speak on this, you know, because I used to say like my experience wasn't mad. I didn't have no one treat me mad. Not saying that you would have been able to. Do you know what I mean? But you're gonna try. You know what I mean? But I think the only thing that I think could still be a bridge that needs to be gapped here is, I think, with older male DJs.
Yes.
The older guys.
Yes.
I think because when I think about any time that I've been made to feel a bit small or a bit kind of pushed to the side or like I don't know, or kind of like I'm not supposed to be here sort of thing was around older DJs.
And it's the same.
So I remember I came to it wasn't actually my set. I was DJing for an artist. So they're DJing whatever, and I'm waiting to get the signal from the artist team that okay, cool, whatever. But you know, like I've come, but the way you all dismissed me was like, cause I'm me. I don't know. I've played with you lot. Like you lot know my energy. I welcome the next DJ. Make sure you're good. Set up. Anything I can help. Whatever. That's usually my energy when I come to the booth. If I'm changing over or whatever, it's just always love. Do you get what I mean? And you guys were just a bit cold. And again, you don't owe me nothing, which is fair. But even just like a general respect.
It's like hello.
You know what I mean? Like
as a human being.
As a human being, forget all of that. Because I always pay homage to whoever's before me, after me, whatever. Like it doesn't matter. I always pay homage. I always show respect. And I'm always like, you know, hello, whatever. But this one, I got to look and then I got to turn away. And it was just like, and then there was one of them acknowledged me and was like, whatever.
I was getting ready to play my set because I was opening. Done my sound check. Done my sound check. And there's like 2 minutes till maybe I have to start playing. And like they're on me, so they're like, are you ready? I'm like, I'm ready, ready to go, whatever. DJs have come to do their sound check. They come a bit late, but they're like, oh, can we check the line? And I'm like, yeah, sure, fine. Like, we'll make sure everyone's ready, whatever. But I think the stage managers asked me, so they haven't asked me, but they've just come, whatever. And I know them by name because I know them. I've listened to them. I've been to their raves. I know who they are. So they come, and I'm like, hello. Like, hello. I'm standing right here, like, hello. And he's like, oh, hi. And I'm like, did you not see me standing here? Provided that's waiting to play my set. And then the other one ignored me. I said hello by your first name because I know who you are, and I'm happy to meet you because we're doing the same thing, and I wanted to say hello. And he's been like, oh, hello, and I'm like, what? Old man, like, get up, like, that kind of things. You're right. It's some of the older men.
I feel like the older generation.
Fee and charging, How does that run for you? Because you know what happened the other day? Happens quite a bit. So for example, if I have a booking, I'll take deposit first and then you have to pay me on arrival or before I've gotten there, unless obviously I know you, we have a business relationship, fine. But other than that, you gotta pay before. And then it got to the day and I'm like, we're messaging like, okay, like, what's going on? Oh, can we pay like whenever it was the day after or something like that? Like, how do you deal with like things like that?
I think if you have your rules, your contract, what you abide by, then you don't deal with things like that. I feel like if you have a good relationship with, like, say any of us were booking you now, and we said to you, "Oh, can we pay you tomorrow?" We wouldn't say that because we know your rules. But like, if you've got friends or whatever, people who you trust, then there's times where you can allow certain things. But I think if you have a certain way of working, it is what it is. Like,
I feel like, again, it depends on the booking.
Definitely
if it's just
depends,
like, oh, my friend has referred their friend that's having a baby shower, I'm not accepting nothing the day after. It has to be beforehand and on the day. I'm not even plugging in anything. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I guess it's crazy because sometimes you can also work with a big brand and still be waiting months. Yeah, like it took me a minute to wrap my head around this whole invoice thing. Yeah. And if you are unaware of it, I waited like 3 months for a payment one time, and I saw somebody else's CV, and I said, "Oh, mine is missing that. That fine print is missing from my thing. I need to add that bold. Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So yeah, I just feel like it just depends. Like with, I'll give like Lick an example. I would take long to send my invoice, but I know as soon as that invoice is sent, literally 30 seconds later, it's there. But you do not always have that.
People that I won't take a deposit from, if I work with you, it's fine. Like, okay, this is the date. You don't even have to do the whole email. You know, there's people that just get angry. Like, I've had someone angry at the fact that you have to go and email.
Yeah.
You have to go.
Don't let me come and shake this table. Yeah? Listen. No. As in, like, I feel like someone, I don't know if they're still beefing me now because life goes on. But, you know, like, me saying that, oh yeah, email the person that looks after my bookings,
That'll hurt their feelings.
But people forget you're running a business.
Yeah. And I get it. You see, like, I feel like our culture, where we come from, we get it. Yeah, man, come do your booking, you get your cash on the day. Times have changed, guys. Times have changed, and it's okay. Yeah, times have changed, and it's okay.
Cash in hand. I will still have that. But put it in my calendar.
Just
put it in my calendar.
But my thing is just respect however my business operates. Do you understand? Yes, that's how you want to do it. But for me, and do you know what? I think sometimes as well, people forget, like me personally, for my peace of mind, because you are not the only concern in my life. You're not the only booking. You're not the only one trying to, negotiate with me. There's a lot going on. So you taking it mad personal just shows that your mind's a bit small. There's a lot going on. There's a whole operation going on here. Please, just do it accordingly, so I can have peace and it's easy.
And then when I come, we're all going for
do you understand?
Everything's sorted.
Yeah,
great.
But no, for me, that popped down from there, boy. It didn't even happen. It didn't even happen. I was like, well.
I think people just see that they're booking as priority. Like, yes, you're dealing with me, but you don't know that I could be messaged about 3 or 4 hours.
And also, I don't think they see it as serious.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a DJ. Like, great, come and come and put me play tunes, please. And it's like, okay, this is my job. Like you have a job, you go 9 to 5, or you have a job and you're an entrepreneur. You have a job. This is my job. So let's respect
with
it.
With a lot of logistics and technicality that goes behind the scenes. Like, we could be having software issues. We could be one deck is not working. There's a lot of things that go
the life.
Right, exactly. But it's just sometimes I have to ask myself, am I in the right? But obviously you have a great booking and you're like, I can't see myself doing anything else but this. Like,
I want to know why people think that female DJs, not that I would class us, I don't like that whole class, but like they would just kind of put us down or think that like you guys ain't good. Or it's almost like you go to a booking and they don't know who you are, they kind of like dismiss you, and then the minute you play and it's like, oh, okay, then the energy switches. Like, you weren't treating me like this before. Or what happened here?
Do you know my honest opinion? I think it's so sneaky. Like, just like grow up, man. Like, grow up. Like, because you see, when it comes to music and DJing and stuff like that, it's not like gender specific.
No.
Like, do you get what I mean? Like, you're not sick if you're a male, and you're not sick if you're a female. Like, do you get what I mean? So it's a bit dumb.
Yeah,
like, I've never understood it. I've never understood it. But obviously, because it has always been a male-dominated industry, that's why the perception is what the perception is. But I feel like a lot of us have come and shaken the table. We've shaken the table. Things have changed. Even again, like back to the invoice and stuff, and how things operate, how we operate now. Times have changed. And I just think a lot of people need to catch up and get with it, respect it, because there are loads of female DJs who are better than a lot of male DJs. So it doesn't matter. Like, do you get what I mean? I always say, like, whether you're good or bad, it does not matter if you're a female.
It doesn't matter.
It properly doesn't matter.
Basically, if you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
If you're rubbish, you're rubbish.
It's that simple.
How I treat people is how I want people to treat me, So, but like with like other females, I'm starting to notice that I feel like sometimes there's I wouldn't say competition. I don't know what the word is. It's not competition.
I have the answer.
Do you know what you are doing?
It's personal.
You need to stop putting female DJs as competition and against each other. Like, there is no. They make it seem like each year one female DJ is their time. No. At the end of the day, if you are talented, your talent will take you, it will speak for itself. But if you are not active, because this is something I had to learn. If you have seen me in person, you know the energy that I give, and I love music, so I like to play around with my mixing. But it wasn't transferring onto my social media. So if you are not on top of your content as well, and all of the other DJ admin stuff that you need to be doing, like, you'll just get swept underneath the rug, and then the next one will come in. But it's weird. It's just like, I don't know why we are not lifted up. Like, you see, like, there's groups of like men DJs, like they're all boys, they all throw events,
and they have group
all,
chats, and they're all like,
do you get me? Like,
tight,
yo, right, cool, I'm doing an event, you man DJ at my team, you get me? Like, there's a lot of unison, you get me? Like, so that's another thing I've also realized. But again, we've only just now, but the light is really being like, we have the light now, so it's just more so about finding other females that are exactly like you and want to give, and that are not just taking, because it's a very competitive industry as well. It's so competitive, and again, you learn the hard way in it. And if you don't have thick skin and don't understand or don't like rejection, don't be a DJ. Don't do it.
You got to firm the rejection.
I'm telling you. How do you lot feel about the pressure now of like having to create a new sound? Like, does TikTok or just whatever, just in terms of just like, how are you guys adapting with, because I feel like TikTok has definitely changed how
I'm gonna speak on it because I think you're a G.
Yeah, you are.
When it comes to TikTok and all that sound stuff, and you see, like, even the way I'm talking about it, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know over there. You get what I mean? Because it's not for me. That's not my. That's not my thing. But I get that you are thriving. I see you shining in it, and I see you doing what you're doing. But again, that's because that's what Ems does.
Exactly.
Do you get what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what Ems does, and I think people should just do what they want to do and do what comes natural to you, and don't feel like you have to be doing anything else if you do not feel in your heart and your spirit. That's right.
If you start doing it, and then that's what gets you booked, then you go there and you don't even feel comfortable doing it, and you feel like, why have I done this? Now I'm in this place where they're expecting me to do something that I don't even like to do. I don't even want to be doing it. I don't even feel comfortable doing it. Then you're not in the right place for you. You have to literally stay. This might be popping, this might be working. It doesn't feel like you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't do it. Build yourself in your own lane, and then you're going to grow from there. Because that's the only thing that you can do properly is be authentic. Anything else is just going to be, I'm trying, I'm doing this, I want to do it. It's gonna fizzle out. You're going to get tired of trying to do something else eventually.
So I think also a lot of people look for like likes and reposts and like as like validate, is that what?
What I was gonna end with is like, has it changed how? Because obviously I've had to it hasn't changed how I DJ, but I've adapted to. Okay, cool. I actually have to listen to what is the new songs because I'm not like, I don't subscribe to like artists like that, so I'm not on Spotify and all of that stuff. I actually listen to like 80s music, like R&B, slow jams. That's actually what I would listen to. So I've had to kind of incorporate that. What is it, TikTok Top 40 and all of that other stuff, like listening to different sounds that I wouldn't personally listen to, but trying to incorporate it so it still has my authentic sound to it. But do you feel like that has kind of changed how you DJ necessarily because of the short attention span?
I think for me, defo, like, I don't know, it's almost like especially like with the younger crowd, the attention span to music is so short that sometimes like I'm like,
they're waiting for that moment to drop.
Literally, don't give me any booking. They can't tell you, they're just like, internet buzz, and then that's it. Yeah.
They're like, and?
That's it. So I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
I think as a DJ, of course, I feel like we always need to be in some sort of a loop of what's happening and whatnot, because that's our job. Our job is to go and play and entertain the crowd and whatever. However, I still believe that there's a part of us that has to take care of us.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that it doesn't just feel like it's just a job. So still be true, because as much as it's a job and whatnot, it's still art. It's still creativity. It's still, you know, like your freedom to express. Do you get what I mean? So I guess there's a healthy balance you can try and figure out. But me personally, I am not a conformer of nothing. So I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Play the song for 2 minutes.
Listen, I don't give a damn, because and I guess that's also as well because of what I grew up on and what I like and how I saw DJs DJing and what made me want to DJ as well was like, do you get what I mean? Like enjoying the vibe and that's what I didn't come from the uni route in terms of like. Like, brother, you lot hear 10 seconds of the song and you're I cannot. No, me, I like the tune. Me, sometimes I like a bridge and I want to sing the bridge.
The bridge sometimes is actually the best
better
bit.
than-
You know what I mean? They wait for the bridge. The bridge is too much.
Do you know what I mean?
3 minutes.
Do you get what I mean? Some people are good at that, some people are good at this, and then we can just mix it up. If we have to do it, we will do it. If not, but don't make it be a definer of like who you are as a DJ.
I think it's something to have like fun with, because if you're used to like playing like slower, longer, and then there's a TikTok sound that comes in for that, and you've got to like play like 1 5-second clip because that's the popping thing. So that's a way to have fun. You can put it over instrumental and then you can like drop something else. It's fun. You can make it fun without making it your whole. Like,
for sure.
Okay, I need to change my whole way, I need to change my whole sound. So there's ways to like, have fun and not let it take over everything.
Do you feel like you're being roped into an expectation?
No, I wouldn't say roped, but it's almost like this is what I think Ems is gonna do. So sometimes it's really hard to be like, okay, cool, this is really what I want to do, but then I know that this is what they're expecting. That's a really good question. That's a really good question. I think sometimes, like there's certain bookings I go to, I'm like, yes, I can just
do it.
Whatever. Then there's certain bookings, nope, you have to do you need to pay that. You need to, like, there's just a formula to it. I don't know, it's weird. It's
So I think me personally, I'm at a point now, by the grace of God, that I can decline certain things. Certain places that I just don't know, that I don't need to be, that I don't want to be, that I don't really. I wouldn't say that I don't enjoy anymore, but again, with the whole expectation of, and then you're gonna come and tell me then I got to do. No, that's not how this thing started. So, you know, thank you, but next. Thank you, but no. Like, do you get what I mean? So
not even just that as well. Sometimes when you start taking bookings that you don't, or like you're not, it's not really a bit of you. Like it can actually make you start to not want to DJ. Like you don't even want to listen to music. The journey home, silence.
Silence. Honestly.
Silence.
I was gonna say that so you just got me into another point. obviously I like money, man. I like to be paid.
So talk your truth, girl.
So, like,
talk your truth.
I can't like, there's been some times when I might be in a predicament where, you know what, the money right now is good that I'm gonna take the booking. Not that I can't do it, but in hindsight maybe I should have.
But my thing as well though, that don't beat yourself up on that. Because like I said, why? As long as you know why you're doing it, you're doing it for the check. That's plain and simple.
If it makes sense for you right now, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like in any career, so DJing, there's been times where we've worked for free, worked for a small check, worked for a big one, worked far. It's like, you know what, because I want to do this for, like, certain things I do now, there's a checkpoint. Am I doing this for the money? Am I doing it for exposure? Am I doing it to be in the room? Am I doing it because I really want to? There are certain things that, like, I have to hit at least 2 of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I get all of them, great. But like, there's certain things I have to hit to be like, all right, cool. You know what? This is worth it because this and this. If I get a picture today, great. Put something on my Instagram, great. Like, there's certain things. If I'm going somewhere, if I'm working somewhere, there are things that I have to hit to be like, all right, it's worth my time. Yeah. Because sometimes it's just for the check. Sometimes it's just for to be in the room. Sometimes it's just to meet somebody that night. Like, it is what it is. Like Rachel said, don't beat yourself up about it because there are reasons for everything.
That's true. For money is sweet though.
Money and not even just that though. It comes and it goes. So it's just one of the ones where you are gonna get to a point where, like, okay, cool. I understand why I've been hustling and grinding for so long, but I don't have to now. Why am I still doing it? Sometimes as well, you can be in machine and goal mode for so long that you actually don't know how to pull away. Like last year, I literally said to myself, something traumatic happened in order for me to really just get back into reality and actually just being more so in the moment and stop even thinking about, okay, cool, this booking's coming. It's either gonna come or it's not. Like, there's sometimes you might look at your calendar and it's like, oh, it's packed, but then you look in October, you're like, oh. But it's like, this month is so packed. I don't have to worry about that now.
Okay, cool. We're gonna switch up a little bit. Memory lane. So I'm gonna say just a statement and just pick a song that reminds you of that statement. Okay. So a song that reminds you of your childhood.
I'm gonna say, this is so bad. Akon and Snoop Dogg, I Wanna Love You. Because I had it on my iPod. My dad sent it to me, sent me the explicit version by accident, and that song is explicit. Put the wrong version on the wrong version to like update my iPad with. So that's Akon and Snoop Dogg, I Wanna Love You.
Not the one.
Not the alarm.
I can't remember who the group that sung it, but everyday people.
Oh yeah.
My uncle used to bang that rhythm, really? So that's reminds me of my uncle's house. All the kids, my cousins, and everyone running around. So that's a child.
That's actually one of mine. My dad used to play that in my car all the time.
My uncle used to slap that
all the time.
Grace Thrillers, the whole album. They're a Jamaican gospel group. Every single day. Every single day on the CD player. And then back in the day when I used to be going out when I shouldn't have been going out, my mum would put the CD player outside my bedroom door and I knew get the clock and the spear and the mic on the table. That's actually my whole childhood is actually just Grace Thrillers and like Lovers Rock, but the Grace Thrillers album, can't even walk that one, definitely.
What's yours?
Everyday People is actually a really good one. Or it's really random, but Britney Spears, Give Me More. I just remember it was, I think, not prom, in year 6 and you go to, what is it called? Like the Levers, yes. I remember they had like this Hummer, and I just remember in the car they were just playing this. I had a fun time. I just remember that, I don't know why. What song would you say, okay, like, this is my family, if I go home right now I'm gonna hear this?
Taurus Riley, She's Royal. That's my nan's song. All My Days, that is her song. That's her tune.
Yeah, my mum's as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? Maybe some Celine Dion, Think Twice. My mum.
Loves that.
Jeez, that CD, that album, rinse that.
You realise that like they're trying to bring like the pop sets back now. I like it. I'm here for it.
I feel like you did that. I think like you did a bit of that as well, though.
A little bit. I
feel like you've done. I feel like I've heard you play like.
What's that one that you play?
That's alright.
That's that.
Like Starships.
You played that house party. It went off.
Yeah.
Off.
Rachel got me on the table, right? with him dancing, that went off.
Dating.
For First Heartbreak?
A song for a first heartbreak.
One for the mandem out there might be Black Street, Don't Leave.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Come back, see Cry For You.
Oh, Ray J One Wish. Just going all the slow, the heartbreak,
But a song that makes you cry.
No, Make It Out Alive.
Mine might be a gospel song, you know.
Yeah. I surrender
Billy McDowell.
every time. Every time.
And God Is Standing By as well. That one. It's a kind of reggae.
that one's beautiful.
As a host, do you feel like you have to know you have to know a lot of the lyrics to stuff now, or you just kind of
I got ad-libs that I say. I got ad-libs that I run to. There's some songs that I know, but I just feel like as a host in general, like you just need to know how to talk to the crowd and entertain them, and also just make them feel like they're a part of. Because this is also another thing that I do miss here is back in the day, I don't miss the small DJ booths in the corner, but what I do miss is the people dancing on the stage, and I don't mean dancers that the event has hired, I mean actually like people dancing on the stage, people are taking turns because it's too hot up there, they've gone outside, next people, like that is, I really miss that, and it more so takes the focus away from us as the DJ with the spotlight, and more so to just us providing the music and people are actually having fun within themselves.
One thing I always request is the booth to be on the side of the stage. Like, can you please add, why am I in the middle of the stage, in the center? Like, I always say, if I can be, please, side of the stage, side of the stage,
Times have really changed.
It
has. It's really changed.
I'm not the attraction. I'm not I'm not an artist, I'm not I'm not singing to you guys.
That's actually what forced me to get on the mic, because it was just in the middle, and I'm just like,
I'm not a fan. But that's a personal thing. I'm like, everyone's looking at me and I'm just like, and I've got a resting bitch face as well, so I look miserable. And I'm having a great time about this.
I'm the same. No far.
Side of the stage, please.
I think it's because a lot of people bring up their phones now, and back in uni back in the day, when you hear bash, everyone is bent up.
There's no phone.
That's what I'm waiting for. Move out my way.
Do you know what really grinds my gears is, let's say I'm playing Afro beats. Why am I seeing Charlie 365
that requesting
and big writing as well? Me, I just put back and then I do transfers only. No, for real, because it's just like, I understand you want to hear a song, because I'm also like that. I've been like, I want to DJ. I'm 10 miles outside. I'm going outside because it's not my time. I also understand it as well, But the request thing.
Yeah, it's so different now.
Become a DJ then.
Run your own.
No, for real.
Get in your car. I'll give it all.
That's.
Did you guys have a plan B?
No. This was my final, it was this or nothing. And I've always had a side hustle while DJing, because it can be so up and down. But again, I've maneuvered myself in a way where it's just I'm an event consultant, so I can help build your event. I can help with DJs. I'm a bit of a sound engineer. I'm a host. I've taught myself especially how to deal with people, how to speak to people, because again, we're a brand, we're a machine, so whereas I definitely know I need some type of personal assistant, but I like to have a little bit of control still, and I don't feel like I need it just yet. I got a manager too soon, and I didn't need it at the time when I did have one. But again, it just depends on what is right for the individual at the time. I've just realised, though, for me personally, I've had a lot more bookings and other stuff when I'm doing it myself, because I know what I need for myself, and I can't always articulate what I need to be done. So it's just better that I just do it myself. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think it's important to have a manager or a PA?
I feel it just depends on how you are as an individual. Some people might prefer a PA over a manager. Some people might not need it. Some people just might prefer having a videographer, and that's it. And that is the team. It just depends on what you prefer as an individual, because what works for you might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just what works for you as an individual, and again, like you just being your authentic self and just understanding yourself as a human being, and obviously setting boundaries in this industry, because people will try you. They will try you, even if it's just like chipping £50 away from your fee. Like, it's just, what's your why? What are your reasons for going and all of that? But
I think all you need is support, whatever that looks like. So whether that is management, agent, host, professional plus one in terms of a friend, videographer, personal assistant, whatever it is, I think in the work that we do, if you're going to be a DJ, I think you just need for someone to have your back in whatever you need it in. So whether that is literally videographer, whether that is personal assistant, whether that is management, whether that's someone to just reply to your emails or sort your calendar. Like, I think you just need support. That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Negotiating prices, how do you guys deal with that?
Depends what you want me to do. If your budget is £150 for the hour, I'm going to play like £150 for the hour. That means I'm not touching the mic. I'm not touching the mic for £150 an hour. I'm just letting you know that, yeah? So please, just if that's what you want, you'll just get me doing this. I won't even get past, I promise you. But again, it just depends on what you need me to provide. Like, so it's like, if you want me to host and really give them me, because I'm leaving myself on the floor, because of how much I give, I'm so exhausted afterwards. Minna, give me full 99, and it's not making sense. I've ordered cab, I've done this, and it's like when I'm looking and you take away the tax as well. It's peanuts we're looking at, man. So the fee, it just depends, but I've got different fees for different things, like, because brands, sometimes they have a budget, it's different. Some people, they don't have a budget, so you've got to work within what actually does make sense.
Do you guys have a flat fee, like a won't go below this?
Yes.
Yes. But then it does
vary
change.
on what it is.
But do you think it varies when it's like, for example, it's like a friend will come and approach you and it's like, okay.
So we say, I say friends and family. That's different.
Standard
brands are different, and then people that want to book you, the in between. Do you know what I mean? And there's always usually a, like you're saying, a flat fee, and that we work around. But I don't do my emails, my bookings and stuff like that.
Hear it here.
We
say that for fun, like it's a thing.
I don't do it because I can't be that. It's a lot to think about. It's a headache that I can't be bothered to go back and forth with. You know, so I got someone that looks after that, and then but if you're dealing with brands, make sure you get.
And I wish people would understand as well when, like,
make sure you get your money when you're dealing with brands, because they have it.
I think people, like, I feel like people will think, oh, if I've got £100 to pay a DJ for an hour set, and they're like, oh, that's the amount of money for an hour. Like, people get paid £9 an hour.
Yeah, you should compare it to a retail,
because this is not just the hour that I'm playing for. It's the hour that I've downloaded my music, I've updated my library, I've moved this to the hard drive, I've lost music this time, I'm driving here, I'm coming home. I'm like, it's all the things that are going into this hour that you think you have me for. Everything that I've, like you said, I'm giving 99.9% of me in this hour, and then everything prior to it all adds up. To get your money.
But you know, like I do believe in that thing where people say that, you know, if someone complains about your fee or whatever, they're just not your.
They're not. No, for real, they're not.
It's fine. Go and find.
And I'm so happy that I'm also in a stage where it's okay. I'm not taking. I'm not taking that booking because I just don't want to be uncomfortable. There's just certain bookings that I might split with somebody because I know they're a little bit more seasoned. So like, if I get any like hall parties and stuff like that, I'll split it with our brethren Tones. Do you know what I'm saying? That is her bag. That is her bag. You get me? I'll do the warm up thing. Bro, if this is what is the most you want to walk away with, and then I'll negotiate the rest of all of that stuff in it. But like, hall parties, weddings, clubs, uni raves, personal brands, everyone's, you have one, then the brands, they have 5.
Is there a question for you guys? Is there a type of booking that you won't do? And I don't just mean like, oh, I don't feel like it or like it's not aligned, whatever. But is it something that you categorically will not do?
Yes.
What is it?
I'm not doing sweet 16s, 18th or 21st birthday parties. I don't do them no more. Like unless it's family, but outside of that, I'm not taking it because you see the differences, and because I know how much energy I give. It's like I can move a party, but there's one thing I've realized, especially with birthday parties. Pick your friends and your people them wisely, because if your people are coming out to celebrate you, there's no way you're walking in and people are on the side waiting for you, the birthday person, to create the vibes, and then the birthday person is now looking at us, the DJ. Hello, babes. These are all the songs you requested. I'm playing them. There's only so much I can actually do, but that's what I've realized. So I don't care. Like you gotta, like you have to really be throwing some good money at me for me to really think about that. But outside of
getting paid 60 for you.
I wouldn't do it, man. People that pay to go out, they're dancing off their money. Do you get it? Like if you're just going to your friend's party, sometimes I've realized, depending on the age group, not so much our generation.
The younger lot, I definitely.
It's
you too?
Sticky.
16, I wouldn't do. Even possibly at 18. But I think just anything younger.
And there's no discrimination against.
Yeah, it's no discrimination at all. For me personally, I'm like, I've done it. I've done kids' birthday parties. I've done teenager birthday parties. I've done proms. I've done 80ths. I've done weddings. I've done. Do you get what I mean? I've done everything. So I just think, me personally, it's just more of a thing of where I've outgrown a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't really be on doing certain things right now.
Certain ones and certain ones. I don't do funerals.
I've done a couple.
I've done a few, and I just don't.
I used to, but since my nephew passed, no. It's just it's very. They're great. Obviously, Caribbean funerals. It's like we are literally celebrating your life here, but it's actually like a revival, gospel. There's too much music here and too many hours, and
you've got
the emotions.
You've got to read the energy, and it can be very difficult. So I just opt out because I don't want to ruin. I don't want to be. Even certain weddings, I'm like no, because I understand how important this day is. It's so important, and who you pick. So with your videographer, your photographer, your DJ, your host, the venue, all these things are very important to make sure this day goes smoothly. And I feel like I can do that, but I just don't want. I don't want to be. I just don't want. Just in case someone comes with one complaint and I've ruined your wedding. No. I'm like, okay, I'm fine, thank you. So I think weddings and funerals for me.
What would you say like your worst experience as a DJ has been?
I saw myself on Twitter. I said, damn.
Oh damn.
We had booked an artist. The artist turned up to the venue, but the day was just very long. There was loads of festivals going on. They was extremely exhausted. I went out to go try and speak to the artist, but I literally just saw the back of the van driving off. So I went back into the venue now. Electric Brixton, guys. That's 2.5, under 3 maybe, I think. And I just took the mic and I said, I remember I was praying. I was like, oh, please, just give me the strength to get through this, because I already know what I'm about to hear. Guys, unfortunately. So I was like, all right, get it out. Yeah. But I promise you lot are going to get your money's worth. And I remember I left myself on the floor that day. I went home and I had so many messages in just terms of like, it didn't matter that the artist didn't turn up because you did your thing, but like that booing and then seeing it on the drive home on Twitter, just the one red t-shirt with the sun. I was like, I'm turning off my phone tomorrow. That was crazy. But again, now it's just like,
I got booked to go to Ireland and play at some like armor piano fest-ish sort of event. And cut a long story short, I went there and I didn't play. So that it was a waste of my time. But just the way it was unorganized, it was mad. It was, and it's like it wasn't just. I could have kicked off, but I didn't kick off. But the other DJs that didn't get to play and with the promoter was a shambles. And then I remember all I was speaking is that, listen, just reimburse me for my Uber and everything that you need to reimburse me for. And then even that became wahala and a long thing to sort afterwards. So even what you were saying about the whole booking stuff as well, like that became a headache, bare back and forth and whatnot. But that was probably my more recent wahala booking that I've had. And I think that was maybe a couple years ago, but just can't lie. No disrespect to no uncles and nothing, but it does.
I feel like
oh my gosh.
A couple years ago, I was booked to play for like a festival, and I remember being so excited because I'd been to the festival the year before, and they booked me, and I was like, yes, like this is gonna be sick. Like it was such a good time, and it's still to this day, I'm sure, like a very good festival. And then they didn't really want to do the whole manager email thing. They were moving a bit long about that. But I said, you need to shout these people because this is how we do things. So they've been like, okay, cool. And then this is like months in advance, and they've been flyering like things everywhere, X, Y, and Z. And I think because of where I work, sometimes that name holds weight on like certain flyers or whatever and lineups. So they put my name where at the station that I work at, and it's like, oh, okay, this is. So I'm like, okay, fine. But again, I'm excited. I'm posting it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Speaking to my team, and I'm like, oh, like what's happening? They're like, they're just ignoring us. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, let's still keep not chasing, but like let's just figure out what's happening, because I know sometimes especially like festivals, there's a lot going on. There's bare artists, whatever. So they're like chasing, following up. I got to like a week before, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm not doing this. This is not. Maybe they like it's gone away. It is what it is. That's fine. But bear in mind, my face is still on the page. There's still big things on the page. I said, okay, fine. It is what it is. Not gonna go to this one. It is what it is. On the day of, I've woken up. They posted another flyer with my name on it. I said, hey, take this down. I'm in the comments like, they made it. Remove this. Take this down now. I don't want to say this is. I'm gonna sue you. I'm at the cast because I'm saying, how can you disrespect me like this?
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
You probably do.
Yes, I actually feel like
because all my friends are also on the flyer. All the boys are also on the flyer, and I know them very well. So I called them and like, what time are you playing? They're like, oh, this time. I said, oh, you got your set time. You know where you're going. You know what 10 you're in. You know But they are ignoring me.
Were you the only female on the lineup?
Yeah. They are. My name was big, high up in the thing. You know, it was high. So I'm like, yes, like I've got this.
I just want to say that
ignoring me. But everyone else has their set time. Everyone else. My boyfriend goes to me, like, yeah, because they don't rate you. They rate you because of your name or whatever. But they don't rate you. And I was like, okay. So I was devastated. But he was right. Like they're not giving me the respect that I deserved or required. But they just wanted to use the name, the booking, whatever. I had to cast, and then one of them's called me and been like. There was a lot of people on the team that were sorting everything out. He's called me and apologised and been like, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that you weren't informed of this. I said I haven't been informed for weeks, and everybody else has got their whole thing.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's not unheard of.
That would give me so much anxiety. Again, I'm not doing it because I need to know set time. I need to plan my journey. I need to know everything that's
going on. That's why you go through the proper channels, so everyone's aware of what's happening, so I can be the best that I'm supposed to be when it comes to doing my job. So from a week before, I said I'm not doing it because there's no communication. I'm not going to wait on the day and be like, oh my God, now I need to go through my set. What am I going to wear? I said, let me not do it. The day of, they're still posted. I said, no.
That's crazy. Did they take it down then?
Yeah. Can I ask then, one of your best sets then?
I've had a few. I'll be a gem if I act like. I've had a few. I think when I work with like brands and stuff like that. Like,
the brands are always.
It's patterned pretty well.
One of my favourites is to work with All White Coco. I think I saw your last one. Yeah. I'm doing them again this June, and I've done them 2 times prior. And they booked me on I think they booked me through a recommendation from Master Steps. Okay. And so they didn't really know who I was, but Master Steps said, she's good. Like you should guys shout her, whatever. And they've always taken care of me, and they always They don't really do like, they're older as well.
Yeah.
They don't really do the girl thing. They don't really do that.
Yeah.
I think I'm one of few girls on the lineup, but that's not because I'm a token. They just know me. They just know me. They might not know everybody else, but they just know me. They have great communication. They pay me well. They when I'm there, everything's respectable. Everything's looked after. Like coming in, like just things are just smooth. When I go there, I can leave my bag here and be like, I'm going to the bar, see you later, and everything's fine. Yes, I think them are one of my favourites to work with because they're like a independent company. It's not like a big brand, it's just them who do it. My mum rocks with them heavy, my mum's been with them for years, so like they're like, okay, this is family stuff. So yeah, I think they're great.
Majority of the promoters or events that I work with bottle my tequila bottle was bare minimum. Like, it's not even up for discussion. Like, but in terms of like, I would say Honey Trap is one of my bookings. It's a private members club, but like, I feel so free there. Like, I love the energy. This is gonna sound so bad, but obviously my partner runs it, but like, the space that she has provided, it's just more so like with women empowerment, and like a lot of people go there on their own. Like, you don't need to have friends to go there, and they allow me to be a lot more free, because when you get like, I'll give an example, like obviously like Lick, I'm expected to play like dancehall and all of those other stuff, and I love those music, but because I love music as a whole, I don't want to stick to just one sound. So it allows me to be a lot more experimental, but yeah, in terms of just the treatment, everything is it's great. Like, she really invests and pumps life into everyone that is a part of the brand. So it's like, let's say like you specialize in Afrobeats, and that's actually what you specialize in. Okay, cool. Your set is actually going to be created for that, because she's a big believer in terms of making sure that you're comfortable. Like, you have to be, it's good to be uncomfortable because you grow, but I feel like if you want the best of me, make me as comfortable as I can be. You get what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
I was gonna say mine would probably be Recess, and I feel like from the beginning of when they started booking me, it was almost like we believe in you, like this, like we want you here, not because you're a female, but like we F with you hard, like you're cold, and like since then there's just like a bond there, and like they look after me. Like, I actually have no bad words to say. I couldn't say a bad word about them, and like that's gang. Shayna, you mentioned your boyfriend.
Did I?
You did.
Did I say that? Did I say that?
You mentioned your boyfriend earlier. How has been dating as a DJ?
Well, we've been together for a very long time, so I don't know, like, we don't date in it. That's not me. But he's great. He's very supportive. He's very understanding. He does similar work in the creative industry.
Yeah, I was about to say, is he like in the same?
So he kind of understands like the nature of freelance work. He's great. I think that hasn't ever been a point of contention, I feel like, with us. Like, my work, sometimes I'm like out late, or I'm deep, or I'm working, or even if I'm not working, I'm out, because I was saying to him earlier, like, you think I'm researching? Like, I'm raving, but I'm researching, I'm seeing what's going on. I feel like, it's not been a thing for me that I haven't found.
I think I've had conversations, and it is a thing. For, like, there is a bit of a stigma on being a female DJ. Like, there's actually quite a few men that it's like they'd rather not. It's seen as like,
I don't know why I'm nodding my head like I know.
But it's like, like some of the guys I've spoken to, it's like, their friend was complaining that the girl that he was seeing, she was a female DJ, and like, nah, man, and it's like, oh, Rod, that's how, that's how y'all feel. Like, damn, like,
I wonder what that like.
That outside stigma.
Yeah,
innit?
but I'm not
feel
what like.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, what?
I don't know if it's because of what they think
What's going
keep
on?
up with behind
Yeah.
the scenes, or do you get what I mean? Because you're maybe in a bit of a limelight, so they
and I get like a male
associate it.
environment, but like
yeah.
But I think it's like maybe the late nights. It's like, okay, you're getting moved to. Like, how are you going about it?
You have to be, as an individual, whether you go with a DJ or somebody, you have to be secure in yourself. Like if you have, it's like you go after somebody and then you get with them and it's like you're trying to restrict them. You don't want them to be doing this and all that. That stems from some type of insecurity and obviously control as well. But I just feel like from my experience, it's just like I'm very much outside, but I'm very much open that I have a partner. I respect my partner's boundaries. You're not gonna catch me outside doing no craziness. But with the lifestyle, it can become a burden in terms of
Your actual life.
babe, I want to have a date night this weekend, but something important has come up, or especially with like if you're working with artists, they'll go to sleep and wake up with 4 bookings out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you just actually have to up your day, and so to like that side of it, I can see from the other person's perspective as like, oh, like you're not really spending time or the weekend with me or whatever. But again, if you lot have a great balance and communication and okay, cool, weekends don't work, so let's do weekdays or whatever, like it can work. I feel like if you put effort into something and you try, it will succeed. Like, yeah.
So before I end the podcast, I want to say thank you guys for coming. I appreciate every single one of you for being on here. I know we've had a nice long chinwag chit chat, spoken about pretty much everything. I don't think there's anything we've missed out. But you do have some gift bags next to you. This was sponsored by Chaps.
cuties. Thank you.
The original.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chaps.
Wing and things.
Wingers
and things. Wingers and things. Obviously, you guys know about the clothing, but you will get that. And then I just added some little extras inside. Some like DJ cables, so you can write. I don't know if you. I'm really bad at like cables. So I've got more as well. We want some cable ties. Some cleaners for your like laptop.
You smart.
Because my laptop is actually looking dusty.
Dusty.
This is so good. This is cute.
It's nothing special. But I really do appreciate every single one of you. Every single one sitting on this table has either inspired me, shown me love, put money in my pocket, and just being someone that I can see you are a genuine good person, because I don't like outside the world is scary. The world is so scary. So like
jump scare. Sorry.
So to have you guys come on honestly means everything, and I appreciate you guys, and
we appreciate you.
Right back, girl.
We love you, girl.
Honestly, very proud of you.
thank you.
You are doing
proud of
amazing.
you guys, honestly. Everyone here is actually doing like I just can't even start to list the things that everyone here is doing, but thank you. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. We've had the amazing Shayna Marie.
Cheers!
The amazing Rachael Anson. And the amazing Miller. So yeah, thank you guys.
And you ends.
And ends. Big up DJ ends.
Come on. Turntable. Keep it locked.